All right, welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning, episode 152. Back in the NFL today, we are going to be looking at who we think is our top quarterback in the NFL under the age of 25. Greg, who you got at your number 5 spot? Let's start 5 and go to number
5. So number 5, I got Joe Burrow. Dude's already an electric rookie. Was putting up really good numbers for a crappy team before he went down. Hopefully he's able to come back from that injury solid though next year. So he's my number 5. Then I got Lamar. Lamar is obviously an electric mobile quarterback. Was really awesome for the Ravens last year. They're still a above 500 team. I don't think he's as good of a passer as the other guys above him though, so I'm gonna put him at 4 for now. Yeah. But I think him being such a mobile quarterback and dynamic in that way puts him above Burrow. For me, at 3, I'm going Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is Rookie of the Year in my opinion. He is just balling right now for the Chargers. Jay Herbo, my number 3 guy. Right above him, another stud young guy, Kyler Murray. Really solid for the Cardinals. Is able to do it both ways. He can beat you with his legs. He can beat you through the air. And is leading the Cardinals to be a potential playoff team. And then number 1 is Josh Allen. Josh Allen has been. He really took a big step forward this year for the Bills. Bills are leading the AFC East, 8-3, I believe. They're definitely going to go to the playoffs and try to make some noise. And then, so for me, just his team success is something like he's got the most team success out of any of these other quarterbacks right now this year. Yeah. Combined with the fact that he's been putting up great numbers, leading that offense. Him and Stephon Diggs are a lethal pair. So I think that rounds out my top 5 under the age of 25.
That's solid.
Yeah, I think mine's gonna be pretty similar to him, but just a few guys I want to mention that aren't gonna make it, but who've shown some signs of being decent. Drew Lock and Gardner Minshew, both in some pretty bad situations, but still doing decent. I want to say they're good.
Yeah. But
so for my number 5, I'm gonna put Joe Burrow. He's having a hell of a season before he got injured. I just think that he's gonna have a great future. Number 4, I got Justin Herbert. I put him my number 4 is Justin Herbert. Number 3 is Lamar. I put Lamar over him just because Lamar had such an amazing season last year. Found out how to win.
Playoff wins Lamar has makes him so good.
Right.
So sad.
He's got.
He's so good in big games, and he just comes up clutch. He throws for almost triple digits in big games. He almost hits 100 yards. He's great.
I just think that he was able to win last year, excluding the postseason, and that's something Justin Herbert has not done this year. That is not his fault. Just as a team, he's not winning.
That's true. Respectable.
I think Herbert is going to be a great quarterback, and I would not be surprised next year if he jumps Lamar. I think he will actually. He's going to be a lot better next year with a better team. Number 2 is Kyler Murray. He's got some great weapons there, and I think he's been doing great. They're going to make a decent push, I think, into the playoffs this year. And then I got Josh Allen at my number 1 spot. Such a big part of that Bills offense, and I think he's going to continue to be great for the next coming years.
It's all fair. For me, my number 5 spot, thank you. I've got Lamar Jackson. His talent, his ability to make plays, undeniable. But I just don't like the way that he often throws for less than 100 yards against teams that are good. I mean, you see him last year in divisional round against the Tennessee Titans, threw for like 150 yards, a couple turnovers. This year against Tennessee, threw for under 100 yards. He led the Ravens to 6-4 this year before he got COVID. So I just don't think that he's great. And I think as a rookie, he was obviously shocked to the league. Second year, he won the MVP, and I think he's slowly getting worse as his career goes on. People are figuring out how to play defense against him.
Low-key, yeah.
So I don't think Lamar's top. I think he's number 5 spot. And as other guys that we didn't put in our top 5, such as Wade mentioned, Drew Lock, Gardner Minshew possibly, maybe Sam Darnold if he gets out of his horrible situation, I think have the ability to improve and then push Lamar out of the top 5 before they turn 25. So I think Lamar is my 5 spot, but he's not really that good in my opinion. Then my number 4, I got Joe Burrow. Tough injury for him, but he put up almost 2,700 yards in only 9.5 games before he got hurt. Put up 13 touchdowns, only 5 picks as a rookie with a horrible offensive line. I mean, arguably he had some solid guys to throw the ball to in T. Higgins, AJ Green, Tyler Boyd. But Joe Burrow, really young guy, only a rookie. I think he's got a really bright future, so he's my number 4. And then number 3, Kyler Murray in his second year in the NFL, leading a very good Cardinals team, or at least what we thought would be very good until they just lost a game in New England, which raises a lot of questions about how good they are. But I do think Kyler's a great quarterback, but he can't be any higher on this list for me because I think DeAndre Hopkins has a large part to do in his success. I mean, you throw the ball to the guy anywhere near the guy, he catches it. So any quarterback's going to be helped by DeAndre Hopkins. So Kyler's my number 3. And then rookie guy that I love, Justin Herbert in my 2 spot, over 3,000 yards this year, 23 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. His QBR is right in the middle of the league, so that's where he needs to improve his efficiency. But his stats are undeniable, and he's only a rookie with a bad offensive line. Justin Herbert has an insanely bright future. And then our unanimous top spot, Josh Allen. Never won a playoff game, but he's only had 1 chance, and he's looking even better than he did last year right now. Bills 8-3. He's got Stephon Diggs. I think this is a team that wins 2 playoff games this year, and I think Josh Allen is my clear top best quarterback under the age of 25. You guys agree?
Yeah, but I will say I think that by the time he gets to 25, Justin Herbert's going to be better.
You think so?
I think he will.
I think Justin Herbert is certainly improving.
I think
very
he's.
quickly.
I mean, Josh Allen was not nearly this good at this point as a rookie.
That is true. They
So
have
I think-
similar arms. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I think Josh Allen's more mobile than Justin Herbert.
He's a little bit bigger,
a little
too.
bit.
Yes, he is certainly larger, and I've seen Josh Allen get outside the pocket. I mean, last year in the playoffs against Houston, and even this year, he's caught passes as a receiver. Josh Allen, I think, is more mobile than Herbert. So,
But
Herbert's electric presence in the pocket and his veteran mindset, I think,
I mean,
that's very
he's
possible.
Jay Herbo.
He's Jay Herbert.
Yeah, but
Can't argue with that.
and the Chargers. Josh Allen doesn't have, Josh Allen has the luxury of not being coached by a terrible coach.
That's right.
Anthony Lynn, and being a part of a terrible organization.
Yeah.
Like the
And he's got no
Chargers.
line, so that would help, I think.
I mean, he's got. You can't say that Justin Herbert doesn't have weapons, which is why I think he's putting up big numbers.
Right.
Because
He's got something going for him, which is weapons, but coaching, offensive line,
and the defense is
not good.
booty cheeks. So I mean, shit.
That's a great way to put it.
Booty
All right,
cheeks.
there's our top 5 quarterbacks under the age of 25. Tune in morning.